You say you want a strong mind, but the truth is, your mind breaks under pressure. It breaks when the workout gets hard. It breaks when the project stops being exciting. It breaks when the conversation feels uncomfortable. It breaks when you're tired, bored, criticized, ignored, or uncertain. And the worst part is not that you fail once. It's that weakness has become your pattern. Every time you choose comfort over discipline, your brain learns something. It learns that discomfort is danger. It learns that difficulty is a signal to stop. It learns that quitting is allowed. And after repeating that pattern long enough, you don't just have bad habits, you have a fragile identity. But here's the truth most people avoid. Your mind is not weak by accident. You trained it to be weak. Every time you avoided tension, you lowered your tolerance for pressure. Every time you procrastinated, you strengthened the reflex to escape. The mind works like muscle. What you repeat, you reinforce. What you avoid, you weaken. The good news is this: if your mind learned fragility, it can learn strength. Mental toughness is not genetics, it's conditioning. It's daily exposure. It's repeated decisions that slowly raise your internal standard. And today, you're going to learn 10 daily practices that build a mind that does not collapse under pressure. Not motivational theory, not feel-good advice. Practices that rewire your nervous system. Practice number 1. Stop negotiating with discomfort. You already know what you need to do. You know you should train. You know you should start the project. You know you should have that hard conversation. But then the negotiation begins. I'm tired. I'll start tomorrow. I need to prepare more. I'll wait for the right moment. And every time you negotiate, you send a message to yourself. Discomfort wins. Seneca warned that we must train in easy times for the difficult ones, because when real pressure arrives, you will not suddenly become strong. You will default to your training. If your training is avoidance, you will avoid. If your training is resistance, you will resist. So here's the rule. Choose one intentional discomfort every single day. It doesn't need to be dramatic. A cold shower, a difficult call, 20 minutes of focused work on the thing you've been avoiding. The size of the action doesn't matter. The signal does. You are teaching your brain that discomfort is not danger, it is growth. Practice number 2. Train your mind to tolerate boredom. Modern weakness is built on constant stimulation. The moment there is silence, you reach for your phone. The moment there is waiting, you scroll. The moment there is emptiness, you distract. And every time you escape boredom, you weaken your attention span. You lower your dopamine threshold. You train your brain to require constant stimulation just to feel normal. But a strong mind can sit still. A strong mind can wait. A strong mind can think without needing noise. Marcus Aurelius spent hours alone with his thoughts. No validation, no entertainment, just reflection. Because clarity is born in silence. If you cannot sit with yourself for 10 minutes without stimulation, you are not in control of your mind. You are addicted to distraction. So the practice is simple and brutal. 10 minutes a day without input. No phone, no music, no podcast, just you and your thoughts. At first it will feel uncomfortable. Your mind will crave stimulation. Stay, breathe, observe. Over time, your nervous system recalibrates. You regain focus. You regain depth. You regain control. Practice number 3. Observe your thoughts without believing them. A thought appears, I'm not good enough, and you treat it like truth. Another thought appears, I always fail, and you accept it like prophecy. But thoughts are not facts. They are mental events. They appear, they pass, they repeat. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. Marcus Aurelius wrote that you have power over your mind, not outside events. The problem is that most people surrender that power immediately. A fearful thought creates panic. A doubtful thought creates paralysis. A negative thought creates identity. Instead, practice separation. When a destructive thought appears, don't fight it. Don't suppress it. Label it. There's that fear again. There's that doubt again. And let it pass. When you stop believing every thought, you stop being controlled by every thought. That is the beginning of real strength. And this is only the foundation. Because building an unbreakable mind requires more than resistance. It requires action. In the next part, we go deeper into daily disciplines that eliminate fragility at the root. Practice number 4. Do one hard thing every single day. Not when you feel motivated, not when it's convenient. Every day. Strength is built through voluntary friction. Wake up earlier than you want. Train when you'd rather rest. Say no when people expect you to say yes. Have the uncomfortable conversation you've been postponing. Each time you choose the difficult path on purpose, you expand your tolerance for pressure. Most people collapse because they've never trained under tension. They want resilience without resistance. That's impossible. Pressure is not your enemy, it's your forge. Practice number 5. Accept that you will fail. Perfectionism is not high standards. It is fear disguised as excellence. You delay starting because you're afraid of getting it wrong. You wait until you feel ready. But ready is a myth. Action creates readiness. Epictetus didn't teach perfection. He taught execution. You will fail. You will miscalculate. You will look foolish at times. Good. Failure is feedback. Stagnation is decay. A strong mind doesn't avoid failure. It metabolizes it. Practice number 6. Protect your energy aggressively. Not everyone deserves access to your mind. Some people drain you with constant negativity, complaint, drama, and chaos. You feel it after spending time with them. Your clarity fades. Your focus drops. Your discipline weakens. Seneca warned us to associate with those who elevate us. This is not arrogance. It is strategic self-preservation. Distance yourself from environments that normalize mediocrity. Your standards rise or fall with your surroundings. Choose carefully. Practice number 7. Write to empty your mind. Unprocessed thoughts accumulate. They loop. They create anxiety and mental noise. Writing externalizes the chaos. 5 minutes a day. No structure. No editing. Just release everything onto paper. When thoughts leave your head and enter language, they lose intensity. Clarity increases. Emotional weight decreases. Marcus Aurelius wrote, not to impress others, but to discipline himself. Writing is not decoration. It is mental hygiene. Practice number 8. Speak less. Execute more. The ego loves announcing plans. The brain receives a dopamine reward when you talk about your goals. It feels like progress, but it's counterfeit progress. When you broadcast intentions, you reduce internal pressure to act. Epictetus said, don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. Move in silence. Let results speak. When action replaces announcement, confidence becomes internal, not dependent on applause. Practice number 9. Remember that you will die. Memento Mori. This is not morbidity. It is urgency. You act as if you have infinite time. You delay what matters. You tolerate what drains you. You postpone becoming who you could be. But your time is finite. Every day you hesitate is a day permanently gone. When you truly internalize mortality, trivial concerns shrink, courage expands. You stop negotiating with your potential. You act because delay becomes unacceptable. Practice number 10. Choose your pain. You will suffer either way. The pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Discipline hurts now, but builds strength. Regret hurts later and corrodes identity. One pain is temporary, the other compounds. Every time you avoid discipline, you invest in regret. Every time you choose discipline, you invest in expansion. An unbreakable mind is not built in comfort. It is built in deliberate hardship. And here is the final truth. Reading this will not strengthen you. Agreement will not strengthen you. Application will. Tomorrow morning, your mind will attempt to negotiate again. It will suggest comfort. It will suggest delay. That voice will not disappear. But now you recognize it. And every time you override it, you reinforce a new identity. A person who does not collapse. A person who does not quit at the first sign of pressure. A person who chooses growth over ease. That is how strength is built. Slowly, repeatedly, intentionally. If you are serious about developing this level of mental discipline, about restructuring your internal standards, and building a mind that does not break under pressure, then take the next step. The Master Your Mind program is designed to turn philosophy into daily psychological training. The link is in the description. Build your discipline, build your identity, build your mind. Subscribe, stay committed, and I'll see you in the next video.